Hello, fur fam and Pokemon fans. Welcome to a brand new live stream, folks. That's right, we're here. We're ready for action. We're all set for the day. We will be live streaming from now until about 5 p.m., I think. So please join whenever you can. Leave a comment so I know who's here when you show up. Let me just give me a second here. I'm going to share this to my Facebook if I can make this stupid thing. Why do you hate me? Okay. Apparently, this just does not want to share to my Facebook, so I will. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can get some of my friends to share it. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I know, off to a bit of a rocky start. So to start with, I did not do a day one video to end my countdown for the Paldea region. So let's just quickly go over my personal favorite starter choice for the new games and anything I might have as like a hope for it. I am choosing Fuecoco, the fire starter, because for some reason, even though I'm technically a water sign, I always go for the fire type starters. I don't understand why. I don't get it at all. It's a thing. We'll learn to live with it. But yes, I always go for the fire type starters. It's kind of stupid, but Fuecoco's just so freaking cute. Before I started this video, I was actually watching HTV's live. I did actually comment in his live chat, and he read it on screen. And he's actually shiny hunting in the game right now, so I know a little bit about what you can find in like the early routes and whatnot. He's not doing any story spoilers, at least not after like the first 2 hours of play, when you can actually get like the legendary and you can ride around on it. But Fuecoco in the opening sequence is just so freaking cute. So the house you started out in Violet, past versions better than like future stuff because I mean, okay, the mecha stuff does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but I just I don't know. There's something about like the ancient stuff that just calls to me. But Fuecoco just looks so freaking adorable. I can't help it. I have to go for like Scarlet. I'm getting both games tomorrow. So anyway, Fuecoco is my starter choice. When HDV chose his starter, he went with Quaxley, and Quaxley is super cute too. Sprigatito is cute. They're all just too freaking cute this time around. It's just so hard to choose at the beginning of the game, but I decided I'm gonna go with Fuecoco. I'm gonna make him my starter. Fire is a good typing. I don't remember what the hi Dylan. Glad to have you here. Please, God, share this to my Facebook wall and to the Discord servers, so that everybody else can join in too. Because like, I can't. My computer absolutely hates me. I don't know why. So please share this. Who you're sweet. Um, so I know you're going with Fue Coco too, right? Dylan, you're going with Fue Coco. Um, so yeah, we're team Fue Coco here. It's kind of insane, but it's. Hang on a second. Sorry, my mom was talking to me on my phone. Yes, mom, I'm live now. Come join the chat. um, so yes, I'm very very excited for this game. The graphics look great from what I've seen of it. Watching HDV play, he is on the Australian server right now. Um, so he got the game because I know people on the other side of the world, like Australia, New Zealand, and I think Japan, he mentioned, are already playing the game because they have access to it because over there it's already November the 18th, but over here it's still November the 17th. So I can't wait for after work tomorrow when I can actually get my hands on physical copies of these games. I'm going to tear into that Scarlet package, pop it right into my Switch, and we're just gonna run right into this. As soon as I figure out how to, I will start streaming on my Switch to my YouTube. I'm not really sure quite how to do that yet, but I will figure it out. So we are just having a great time today. We're gonna dive into all the stuff we know about the new games. So first area Pokemon, because this is like entirely open world, so there's no like set routes really. First area Pokemon, you when you first get into the game, you are. Oh, hi mom. Apparently you're here now, so yay, so happy. Okay. So yes, first row Pokemon are gonna be like Hoppip and Pichu. Well, Pichu I have to get closer to the first city, which the name of it I already forgot. Goza or something. Mesa Goza. I don't know how to pronounce it. Palmy is on the early routes. Lechonk, Fido. You can get Fido like right away, which I am so excited for because this little dog is just so freaking cute. Yeah, a lot of like the normal Pokemon that you would find on like other early route games, other early routes in the games, like Squovid is on that route, I think, and the new spider Pokemon whose name I forgot. I'm not a huge fan of spiders in the real world, but the spider Pokemon look kind of cool, so I'll probably put that on my team for a little bit. I think, is it pure bug type in his base form? I'm not sure, but Princess Leia dog, yeah, mom, Princess Leia dog, the dog that has like the Princess Leia buns for ears. Yes, mom, absolutely. You can post in the chat. It's just you and Dylan here, so it's fine. Chat interaction is a big part of the experience here. So yes, I will be streaming till about 5 o'clock tonight. I might end up making some food here in a little bit and eating because I haven't eaten today. But and I know it's kind of rude to do that on screen, but when you're streaming for hours on end, you just kind of go with it. So I might make some like eggs or something. In the game, you can make sandwiches once you get the picnic feature, but you can also apparently buy sandwiches, and when you buy the sandwich, you actually eat it right away, and then it increases spawns for that particular type of Pokemon, which is interesting. So what? So what if you're watching under your real name? I mean, nobody on my channel actually knows who you are. I keep telling them to go subscribe to your other channel, but I'm pretty sure anybody who's on your channel that's also on my channel knows who you actually are in real life. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, seeing people play through this game and getting all hype with it and everything. The items, when you find them in just like the wild areas that you can go to, they actually have like a glow above them to show what they are. If they're like regular items, they'll have like a red glow. If they're um okay, whatever. Um if they're TMs or HMs, they have like a yellowish glow. Actually, I don't know if you can find HMs in this game at all. I don't know if they brought back that feature. Not real sure on that, but yeah. So we're just, we're live streaming. Sorry if I keep looking off to the side. My mom decided that she's going to chat with us on my personal messages. So I'm responding to her while still talking to all of you who will hopefully eventually join. But yes, I'm very excited about all this. It's such a big experience. Brand new game, completely open world, which is a first for the Pokemon games. You know, it was kind of open world for Legends Arceus, or sorry, Arceus. Um, that's a running gag. If you don't understand it, go check out MNJTV. Pokemon Talk, big thing. I actually caught up on all the Pokemon Talk videos yesterday because they're just so funny. But yes, Arceus is what they decided to call it on Pokemon Talk, so I just go with that. Things are just like everything's going great up here. Not weather-wise, and I'm still kind of getting over a bit of a head cold, but we'll work through that. So if I cough a little bit during this, I do apologize. Still got a bit of stuffiness and such going on up here, but we're slowly working our way through it. But yes, I don't know when you can find Growlithe, because as far as I know, it's not on the earlier routes, which is weird. But I don't know, maybe it's on like later areas after you get past the first main city when you go to the academy. So Growlithe is in the game. I believe you find Shinx early on in the game as well, which is like a little electric lynx thing, and it's really freaking cute. I'm definitely putting that on my team because I love Luxray. Its final form. But yeah, I think when Fuecoco fully evolves, the starter I'm going with, God, I forgot it's Fire Dark? Because the water starter Quaxley evolves into Quaquaval, I think, and that's water. No, it's Grass Dark, Water Fighting, Fire. They all get a secondary typing, and I can't remember what Fuecoco's is, but I'm going on too long about this. So yes, we are very excited. Arvin, you actually get legendary according to what I saw in HTV's video. What? Everything is weird to me. There's things in Pokemon, Mom. You've never actually played the game, so you don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of weird things in Pokemon, right, Dylan? Uh, there's just a lot of very, very strange things. It's kind of what the game is about. So yeah, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, right. The legendary. You actually get it before you go into the academy in either Turo or Sada, whichever game you're playing. The professor changes per game. And then they gave it to their son, Arvin, who's a classmate of yours, except he's an upperclassman at the academy. And then eventually you find it and then you get to keep it after you bring it to Arvin at the first lighthouse or something. I know a bit of spoilers here, but we're talking about these games because it's so fun. It literally just hours away from release in the US. Yeah, we're just having so much fun with this. But we're gonna talk about a lot of our old favorite Pokemon, and everybody clicked off the video. At least according to this. Either that or my computer is glitchy. Mom, let me know in our chat if you're still watching. Okay, you're still here. At least one person is still watching. I don't know if Dylan left temporarily to go and figure out how to post this to my Facebook and the Discord servers are on or what, but oh, it's laggy. Okay, it's lagging. Yeah, my connection might be kind of poor, but we'll work through that hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't have the same problems as last time when I tried to live stream. So we're going to be talking about some of my all-time Pokemon, your all-time favorite Pokemon. When you hop in, just, all-time favorite Pokemon, or we can talk about that. We can talk about stats if you know them. I am not great with that, but we will be here till 5 o'clock today, Central Time. I know that's a long time to stream and just be literally just talking the entire time. But so everybody knows at least one Pokemon, the face of Pokemon, Pikachu. All-time classic, iconic Pokemon. Pretty much everybody's favorite. Although a lot of people are getting very sick of the Pika clones. I get it. Some of the Pika clones are getting ridiculous, like Emolga and Dedenne and freaking Pachirisu. They made it a squirrel. Whatever. But Mom, Pichu's the base form. Pardon me. Sorry. Pichu is the baby form of Pikachu, but that's funny. So Pichu is the baby form, and then it evolves into Pichu when it has high friendship, and then when you give it a Thunderstone, it evolves into Raichu, which those of you who are new to games or maybe don't know all this are gonna, either you're gonna find out or you're just not gonna care. But either way, it's fine, whatever. So yes, Pikachu, obviously all-time favorite because it's the mascot of the games. Although, and I did mention this in my Pikachu video, if you didn't see it, this may be brand new information for you if you don't follow Loxton and Noggin's channel. Apparently, Clefairy was originally the face of Pokemon. It's this little pink fairy thing that quite literally comes from the moon. So it's an alien Pokemon, which I think is hilarious. But because Pikachu was so hard to find in the original games, Red, Blue, and I believe Green in Japan, Blue and Green were different. Blue was the Western release, and then Green was strictly in Japan. I don't know why they changed it for the international version, whatever. But because Pikachu was so hard to find... Okay. Random. Sorry. Because Pikachu was so hard to find in those first few games until the enhanced version, Yellow, was released, which was my first game. So my first Pokemon ever was Pikachu. Fell in love with that cute little mouse. He's so adorable. And he's iconic in the anime. They made this little electric mouse quite literally a god. Okay? In in the Alola run of the anime, he has his own signature Z move called 10 million volt Thunderbolt. Yes, you heard me right. 10 million volt Thunderbolt. You get hit with one of those, you're dead. Literally dead. Yes, he's a mouse, Mom. What did you think he was? What did you think he was? He's a mouse. That's why all the Pika clones have, for the most part, been rodents. Like the new one, Pommy, is actually kind of a hamster. At least it looks like a hamster to me, which is why I'm naming it after your hamster, Mom. Yeah, my mom has a hamster, and I picked out its name. So we're naming our Pommy after my mother's hamster, whose name is Dusky. I think it's adorable. For people who don't know much about Pokemon, talk about who created it. I don't know. There is a hamster now. Yeah, there's a hamster Pika clone. His name is Pommy. I'll show him on screen. Hang on. Just a second. Okay, so Pokemon was originally created by Junichi Masuda, I think. I might have that wrong, but he's the one that's most commonly associated with the Pokemon games, because he actually originally the name of the game was going to be Capsule Monsters, but then they found out that was kind of a copyright issue with the Ultraman series in Japan, I think. And so what? Okay. Sorry, I just popped onto Google and it came up with a Game Freak thing. Let me just show Pommy on screen real quick. Hang on. Images. Get bigger. Okay, Mom. This is Pommy. It looks kind of like a hamster. That's Pommy. Isn't he cute? It looks like a hamster to me, so I'm naming him after Dusky. But yeah, he created it because when he was a kid, he really loved going like catching bugs. Unova for some reason had what? Oh my god, you guys, seriously? Sorry, I'm getting like notification after notification today. So he created it because he was very interested in seeing other people. I'm lagging a lot. Great, fabulous. Ugh, I hate my internet connection, but we'll work through this. Sorry. Like I said, still kind of getting over a head cold here. Oh, and it looks like I need to plug this in. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to set you down for a second. Go off camera so I can... Sorry about the bad camera work here. Hang on. Okay, we do have one over here. I don't know if that's going to stretch enough. Seriously? What is that even plugged in? The lamp, of course. There we go. Sorry, gotta charge the laptop here. Hang on a second. Where's this? There it is. Sorry. Again, about the bad camera work there. So we are... I don't know. I think it looks like a hamster, but maybe I'm wrong. Like a pudgy little hamster. So the Paldea region itself is based in the Iberian Peninsula, so like Spain and Portugal. Everybody's speculating about when the DLC comes out. Are we going to be going back to Kalos, which was based in France? That was Gen 6. And since France and Spain are connected by land at the northern tip of Spain and the southern tip of France, are we going to go back to Kalos in like the post game or a DLC or something? Nobody knows. Nobody's gotten any kind of confirmation or anything about that. But the games were originally created and by Junichi Masuda, I believe. And if I'm wrong about that, please somebody post in the comments because I have no idea. But they were created because he loved catching bugs as a kid, so he wanted to make a game that kids would like when they go out, where they go out and they catch these amazing little magical creatures called Pokemon, which originally were called capsule monsters, but as I said before, because of the Ultraman series, they found it was going to be kind of a copyright issue because apparently they had Capsule Kaiju in that, which is basically a giant monster like Godzilla and King Kong. Those are technically kaiju. So they decided to go with pocket monsters, which is what Pokemon stands for. And when it first released in Japan, I think it was 6 months before it released in the Western world. I'm not entirely sure on that timeline. So somebody please, again, let me know, because I don't actually know stuff like that. I don't really know a whole heck of a lot for that, but okay. Whatever. Oh, this thing is so annoying today. I don't know why our internet is so bad, but hopefully most of what I got into the video. So yes, I'm not super knowledgeable about all that, but I do know a bit. So when he first created it, it took them, I think, 2 years to actually code the game and make it playable for the public. Every 3 years, roughly, since the original release games, over 25 years ago now, they have made a new region. So when Gen 2 came out, Gold and Silver were the original versions. The enhanced version obviously got released like a year after the original versions, I believe. So Yellow was released a year after Red and Mountain West. So then the Johto games came out, and Kanto was kind of a post-game area, so sort of DLC, except before DLC was even a thing. DLC means downloadable content, for those of you who are unaware of that. Yes, Mom. Very interesting that Pokemon equals pocket monsters. So in the in-game universe, it's when you go to Johto, or even with the original Kanto games, you do run into the legendary birds from the original games during your travels, and they're just like blowing up today. You guys, seriously. Okay. And we're just gonna ignore that now because, wow, so many people talking. The reason I mentioned my Discord so much is that my friends and some people that my friends were making two we call Pokemon regions, which are fan-made Pokemon games. Now, I know when you actually code the games and such, you need permission from either Nintendo or the Pokemon Company. When we get further along with our regions, we will definitely look into getting that going. Right now, it's just in the planning stages. I know you need to actually make it a real game. Right now, it's in the planning stages. My region that I came up with is based in Australia, and the region itself is named Ancora. We decided to call the name of the game that we're hopefully actually going to make, Raging Wild, which I think is an interesting name. Because Australia, and we're gonna include like Madagascar in there too, because Madagascar is very close to Australia, so it's gonna be kind of like its own island off the coast of Ancora, sort of like Bar Island in the Kanto region, where it was kind of like its own island off the coast of Kanto, but it was still part of the Kanto region. So yeah, Ancora is the region that I decided to make with my friends. Again, still very early stages for this. But yes, Mom, you can make a suggestion. I know I'm saying a lot. It's just like I'm trying to organize the thoughts in my head before they come out of my mouth, but I just keep talking because I'm a little crazy. But that's fine. Good grief, you guys. All right. So yeah, if you want in on these Discord servers, I can certainly talk to the guy who runs the other one and see if I can get you guys in. I know we're trying to get more people into that one. I'll have somebody post Dylan watching. Post a link to the Discord servers here. We need people in ours too. Any more artists and people who know how to actually make Pokemon and the maps and like cities and such. So we're making new games like one Uranium that came out. I don't even know when. I just heard about it from a Game Theory episode. Yes, Game Theory too. I know, shameless plugs here. I'm not actually affiliated with Game Theory or M&J TV, which is another one of my favorite channels, or Locks in a Noggin. I'm not affiliated with any of them, but I do watch them a lot. So if you want more in-depth explanations on like lore or Pokemon or just like playthroughs, go check them out. Also check out like TM7, Bookliff, Smon, and Hip Hop does some really good stuff. He's got some really good if you want more deep dives into stuff like that, please go check out their channels, because I am not super knowledgeable about all this. I am just starting out with all my Pokemon videos. I decided to do this because I'm a little insane. I've been counting down since day 74, counting down to the release of the games, which is going to be literally just hours from now. It's 10:35 in the morning over here in the Central Time Zone. Say exactly where I am because I'm not that crazy. Pause the live stream, unplug the Wi-Fi tower for a few seconds, and plug it back in. That may help with the lagging. Pause this? I don't know. Oh god, did I pause? No, I didn't. I don't know. I don't know how to pause this, so if anybody has any suggestions on how to actually pause a live stream, but yeah, we're maybe an edit. No, we're not gonna mess with it. If it lags, it lags. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, for deep dives into stuff like this, go check out their channels, because again, super not knowledgeable about all that. Like, I know Wolfie VGC does a lot of competitive play, so if you're into competitive stuff, go watch his channel. I have never played competitive, and I don't plan to. I know a lot of people do like these Nuzlocks, which if you don't know what they are, they're basically you play through a Pokemon game with a specific set of rules. You don't necessarily hack the game. I don't know how to hack, and I'm never actually gonna you know, play through a Nuzlocke because they are miserable. The basic premise of a Nuzlocke is you can only catch the first Pokemon you find in every route. If a Pokemon, a quote-unquote boss, and if you white out, you lose the Nuzlocke entirely. Like, if your entire team whites out, you lose the run. The live stream where you recycle the Wi-Fi. I mean, I guess you're the only one watching right now. Give me about 5 minutes, and I will be back in the stream.